All right, so we're going to do something patriotic here, and we're going to draw about four wiggly lines on a piece of paper. Just make sure that they go from one side of the paper to the other. They can go horizontally across. You could touch the top of the paper and go to the side. Either way, I like to sometimes mark the paper. That way, I know that I'm not intersecting or crossing the lines. You want to make sure you don't intersect or cross those lines. They have to stay in a straight kind of parallel because otherwise it's not going to look like a flag waving through the air. That's what it's supposed to look like. Um, Now, there's a couple different ways that you can do this. You could give the first section some some stars, so you could either draw them or trace them like I'm doing here, and then fill in the rest with blue. And when I say fill in, you aren't necessarily just coloring in. What you're doing is you're writing the words. So I have a couple of different options for you. Um, these are the words to America the Beautiful, and then I have Star Spangled Banner and other things you can choose from as well. And what I'm doing is I'm just writing in the words, and if it's perfectly okay if they don't go in exact straight lines because it's more artistic that way. And then I run out of room, and so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip a space and continue with my red. That's going to be my red stripe that I have um, for my work. Now, even if you know the words to a song, go ahead and um, take a look at the words anyway, because I had to look up how to spell a few things, and so that'll help you. And then you always start with marker first because it's easier to color crayon over marker than it is to try and write your words over crayon because the marker has kind of a resist kind of effect, and then it just doesn't cover very well. Um, and then just to kind of fill in that extra space, I'm just going to go ahead and fill in with a little bit of crayon, get a little bit of color in there. You don't want to color too hard because you still want to make sure that your words are visible when you're working on these. And then you do have to be a little bit careful. You want to make sure that you get around some of those stars because obviously the stars on the flag are white. And then um, what you'll get to do for the very last piece there is that last bottom wiggly line you have there, whether it be next to your red line or in a space, you'll go ahead and you'll cut that out. Now remember I said that there was more than one way to do this. If you draw your lines and decide you just want to have them be stripes, you can do that as well. Sometimes it's nice to use large lettering. That way it fills the space a little bit nicer. And what I'm going to do here is rather than doing the stars with the blue, I'm just going to do two red stripes. And that's perfectly fine because we have more stripes in more red stripes in our flag than we do space for stars. So um, basically, just go ahead. This is your other option if you want to do it this way. And I'm actually going to involve two cuts this time. So once I have the crayon colored in, then what I'm going to do is just go ahead and cut space on the bottom and on the top as well.